Greetings Internet, welcome to Aaron Plays. In this episode we'll be doing the German turn 3 of Anzio, the struggle for Italy by Avalon Hill. So as I normally start off with this episode, a few little errors. I've just been reading the replacement rules because I was reading to see if a unit can be recovered from destroyed, because we lost a commando unit on the sort of failed attempt to cut the road on the eastern side of the peninsula. The answer to that question is no, and I haven't built that unit. But what I was doing was I'm accumulating replacement points, and then I was withdrawing units and then just using up those replacement points, which I'm not allowed to do. There should be replacement counters, even if they are technically in Sicily. So I've made a little error there. What I'm going to do to correct that error is remove some of the replacement counters that I was bringing on board in the southern peninsula and classing them as in Sicily, and those replacements will be allowed to be done. So that's the only thing I think I made a mistake with last turn, but maybe in your comments you can see a few others. Anyway, it's German turn 3, and let's see what's going to happen next. So first of all, let's correct the error that I made with these units here, which I was just using up the replacement points that have been accumulated. So there was 3 that we used to rebuild. 1 unit on there, 1 armoured unit, and 1 American unit that had been flipped. So what I'm going to do is remove them from the board. So those 2 and 1 American, so they won't be coming on. That's the 3 replacements that we used, and then we'll just rebuild these ready for next turn using the replacement points that are showing on the dice there. So that sort of remakes that legit. So as per all our war games, that was my erratum. So the first thing I'll do now is remove the German air. Then I was ready for last turn, and then make an overall assessment of the situation from the Germans' point of view. And it's a big what to do, because obviously this unit is now isolated. So do we try and break out, attacking this unit? But the allies are in mountains, so that will double the defence, and whatever we attempt to do to break out, we've got to still try and maintain some form of front line as we go along. I should have removed this. That's the second allied victory point that they've accumulated. Remember, they're needing 5 to win this particular game. The Germans also get 1 replacement, which means it's infantry. Going to be placed in a major city, and the nearest major city to what's going on is in Rome, as Napoli has now fallen. So yes, what to do? So currently this guy's got a defence of 8. We could mass a fair attack on that hex. 5 plus 5 is 10, 13, possibly another armoured unit, getting it up to, we can get it up to 16 with 1 air support. So yes, it can be attacked, and I think that's probably the best thing for them Germans to do. No point trying to retake Napoli, but try and keep it under a zone of control. But to do that means we might have to attack it. Not a good idea. Okay, so let's see what we can amass to attack this hex. Or is this one better? It's got a bit more defence. That's actually worth 12. We'd need 24 to get 2 to 1 on that. So the question is, do we abandon Salerno to make that attack? I think we have to. So I'll go there. So that's 3. Now this armoured unit here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't get there. Okay, but these can. What about this armoured unit? Yeah, this is where the rivers and the roads intersection comes in quite interestingly. So this armoured unit, these guys here cannot get across to here because of the zones of control and the bridge. I mean, they can go across this way, but that's a long way to go. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can get around to about 10 here to do the overall defence of the perimeter, but they can't actively intervene here. So we've got 3 plus 4, yeah, so we're going to 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 8. So only 1 to 1, isn't it? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. These mountains do make it difficult, but we do need to get something going here. As I say, we can't. 1, 2. No, they're not going to help. This armoured unit we've just gone through, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No. And of course we've got to think about what we're going to do about these guys this way. So there's got to be some form of defence along here as well. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can't quite get it. 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'd probably be the best pace. Try and stop to get allies crossing across there. I've knocked this unit, but he's going to probably stay around here. Not quite sure where. Won't be in a zone of control, that's for sure. Okay. Germans are stretched. They could do an attack on this hex. It's only got a defence of 3, 4, 5. They could probably get a 2 to 1 on that. Is that worth doing? Frees up that road. Strength preservation. This armoured unit could go 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think it's worth doing another attack, and that will be with that guy there. Let's put them on the river. Not enough units. We've got this guy we can bring back over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7 yet. Not the greatest defence. In actual fact, we're going to put them there and them there. And bring from off to 1, 2, 3. Probably can't see him, but it's a replacement counter. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are not enough counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We need ideally to get to there. Is there another way around? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dear oh dear, not enough counters. Somebody's going to have to give soon. Okay. Do we need the air support? So we've got 4 plus 5 is 9, 10, 11, 12 to 8. It's only going to be a 1-to-1. So maybe keep the air counter for defence. So that's the end of the movement phase. Combat. So it's a 1-to-1 with a disaster. Dear oh dear. Okay, so that's 1 loss to the Allies and a retreat and 2 losses to the Germans. So, okay, let me just... 1 loss to the Allies, so that is the 78th Division. So, let me see if I can find it on that, yeah. So that changed from a 3-4-12 to a 2-3-12. And 2 losses for the Germans. So one's got to be on the largest unit, which is the 26th Panzer. Go from a 5-6-12 to a 4-5-12. And we'll take the second step loss on the 29th Panzer Grenadier from a 3-5-12 to a 2-3-12. retreat. One, two. One, two. Okay, again, not quite according to plan, but so he's isolated. I'm going to put a little dice to show that's his first turn of isolation right next to him. Just a reminder, there's no detriment to his combat effectiveness, but I think it's after 3 turns he'll be eliminated. So the first attempt to break him out hasn't worked, but Salerno is still under German hands. We didn't go into zone of control there. Now where are we going to build there? That makes him a little bit trickier, doesn't it? But put it there. No, I think that's the one that needs it. There we go, we'll give him some air support. Okay. So that's the end of the German combat phase. And effectively end of German turn 3. Okay, so little counter-attack to try and break the unit didn't work. There's quite a lot of low odds attacks in this game. It seems difficult to get into the upper scales, especially the automatic victories, unless you leave units really, really weak on their own. Which I did once with that initial commando invasion, but haven't really done since. So yeah, it's difficult to get a momentum going. However, that is the nature of the campaign, which I think it does reflect quite nicely in that regard. So as I said in a prior video, if you're expecting massive sweeps and breakthroughs and overruns and, you know, pincer movements and such forth, this isn't the game for you. But if you want what I've seen so far, it seems to be quite an accurate representation of the Italian campaign. The gradual losses of fighting power and the deterioration of your actual troops, this is the game for you. I haven't quite decided yet if this is the game for me, but what I'm seeing so far, I'm enjoying, and that's the main thing. And I hope you're enjoying it too. So hit the like button if you can. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, be much appreciated. And as always, any comments, much appreciated. So until next time, bye internet.